Hey everybody, today I have for you a preview of NPC Core for Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remastered. And before we get started, I should let you know that I was provided a copy of this book by Paizo. NPC Core is 242 pages from cover to cover and has a cover price of $69.99. The PDF version may also be purchased online for $19.99. And as a reminder, Paizo heavily discounts the price of their digital copies for the rulebooks. For example, despite being almost twice as large as rival academies, which releases on the same day, the digital version of NPC Core costs $10 less than rival academies. NPC Core is essentially a bestiary for all of the people who flesh out the world your players live in. As such, the creatures featured in the book are not strictly meant for combat, but many of them are certainly suitable for that as well, whereas Monster Core focused on villains and creatures who don't operate within a society, NPC Core presents those who do make up society, whether they be humans, elves, leshies, or other playable ancestries. These are all the people your players interact with when creating their story, not just the ones they fight. The book is divided into two chapters, the first of which is the NPC Gallery. It starts by providing updated rules for troops. I won't go into too much detail here, but the key difference from the rules we had before is in the Legacy Edition, a troop is a single massive unit that occupies 16 squares and can take basically any shape as long as all of those squares are connected, and in the remaster version, a troop is made up of 4 segments, each of which occupies 4 squares, as if they were 4 large creatures, and those 4 segments must share one of their edges with each other. There's still 16 total squares, but instead of forming any bizarre shape you want, they are now organized into 4 connected square shapes. After that, the book provides 160 pages worth of NPCs. Since humans are the dominant ancestry of the setting, all of the stat blocks in this section are presented as humans, and guidance is given later for adapting them into other ancestries. And these 160 pages are organized into 24 categories shown on the screen, each of which includes an array of stat blocks, mostly covering the different experience levels of the same job or major category. For example, the martial arts category includes stats for martial students, tournament champions, mixed martial artists, black belts, and grandmasters. So regardless of what level your game is, there is an appropriate option for you to use. Each of these categories also goes beyond simple stat blocks and includes supplemental rules and guidance. For example, the section on healers includes guidance for therapy animals, customizing the healer with a calling card like writing divine verses on bandages or giving candy to well-behaved patients, and an oil that can be applied to weapons to heal those recently harmed by it. Another example is the section on artisans. It doesn't simply provide stats for craftspeople and call that good enough, but also includes information on 10 common artisan guilds with hooks on how to incorporate each of them into your game. The book's second chapter covers ancestry NPCs. It starts by providing adjustments that can be applied to any of the human NPCs from the first chapter to convert them to another ancestry, and this is followed by guidance on how to further customize according to different cultures, so a Mwangi tax collector is different from a Nidalese tax collector, although these changes are mostly cosmetic. The book then provides an additional 45 pages of NPCs, which are intrinsically tied to non-human ancestries, like the Leaping Thief Catfolk and the Gourd Leshy Witch. After that, the book moves into creature companions, like pets, familiars, and animal companions specifically for NPCs, not for players. Further customization is provided by themed spell lists. Take a spellcaster NPC, find the list that best matches their theme and spellcasting tradition, and swap out spells that don't fit your concept for ones that do. The book also provides brief write-ups for 20 common organizations like the Bellflower Network, Pathfinder Society, and Hell Knights. Each of these provide a description, the organization's goals, and which NPCs from the book are most suited for them. and the book closes with a few pages dedicated to creating and building relationships with NPCs. This includes mechanics like a connection subsystem to track relations with NPCs, as well as guidance for advancing NPCs and what kinds of boons or obstacles the players might receive according to their interactions with major NPCs. So there you have it, a brief look at NPC Core that officially releases on March 5th. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the book, and as always, thanks for watching, take care, and happy gaming!